Hi, I'm Brian Brown from Florida State University Libraries, and today I'm going to show you a quick demo of the Islandora Managed Access module and show you how it works from an administrative point of view so you can decide if it fits your organization's use case or not. First, we'll do a quick demonstration of what access management looks like for a public user. Public in this case meaning not logged in, or anonymous in Drupal lingo. Here we have an Islandora virtual machine with two objects loaded, one of which is managed and the other one is not. As you can see, the unmanaged object loads as we would expect. Now let's take a look at the managed object. Though it's not hidden in the XACML sense, meaning that it shows up in searches and in collection browsers, users without the proper credentials, whenever they attempt to access it, will be bounced to a special page explaining that the object has unique restrictions that they will have to create an account to view. So here on this page we see that there's a justification for why the object is managed, usage information about what they're allowed to do with these managed objects, and then contact information if they have further questions. Also a button where they can register to view the object. Users will have to agree to the terms of use, and then upon hitting submit, they will get login information which they will be able to use to see the managed access objects. They will also get an email with this login information, unless you're on a virtual machine that can't send email, but ignore that for now. So once we log in with this information, we will be able to see the managed access object. Ta-da! So that's what managed access looks like from a user's perspective. Let's switch screens to a browser that's logged in as an administrator to see what it looks like on the back end. So the first thing you'll notice is that here I am logged in as an administrator, which you can tell from this black bar on the top. And administrators automatically can bypass the access management process and go ahead and see any managed access objects. Once you are logged in with the proper credentials, managed access objects they look virtually identical to unmanaged objects, with the exception of this Access Info tab, which shows the same information that a user would see whenever they're accessing a managed object for the first time, so that they're always able to see the justification, the usage info, and the contact information. Administrators can get to the Managed Access admin menu by clicking Islandora, Islandora Utility Modules, and then Islandora Managed Access. And you can see here that we have created three new unique entities for the Islandora Managed Access module: Managed Access Profiles, Managed Access Objects, and Managed Access Users. We'll start with profiles, which represent a unique policy that can be applied to many different objects. Here we have a view of all the currently existing managed access profiles. This one is called Burroughs Estate. Let's take a look at it closer. Here we have a human readable name, a machine readable name, an associated role that will get created at the time of profile creation, an access lifetime, which is an integer number for how many days a managed access user can go before they're automatically deleted from the system, an IP whitelist, which is a comma-separated list of IPs or IP ranges that can bypass access management, along with the justification information, usage information, and contact information that you see on the special pages that talk about the access restriction. These can be filled with whatever information that you want. Next, we have Managed Access Objects, which represent the application of a Managed Access profile to an Islandora object. Here you can see the PID of the Managed Access objects that we currently have, along with their label and what profile they're associated with. In addition to the PID and the associated profile, your users can also enter a comma-separated list of PIDs that can be whitelisted which avoid access management, for complex hierarchical objects such as compound objects, newspapers, serials, and so on. This is useful in a situation where you want an object to be recursively managed, but you want certain child PIDs, or maybe even the root PID, to be available to users. And then finally, we have managed access users, which is the metadata holder for all the information that wouldn't go into a Drupal user account. The two are tied together. Users created through the managed access profile also have a Drupal user account, password, and all of that information, but there's lots of metadata that copyright holders would want to have access to that aren't germane to a Drupal user account. And all of that information is stored here on the managed access users table. And whenever you delete a managed access user, the Drupal user is deleted as well, and a notification will be sent to the user telling them that their account has been deleted. To give you a bit of information on why we created the Managed Access module, we'll say that FSU Libraries has been working with the Burroughs Literary Estate so that we can host some William S. Burroughs materials in our Islandora repository, but we realized that some of the requirements from the Burroughs Estate fit a pattern that we had seen from other organizations as well. For example, faculty who want to host datasets that may have sensitive information in them. Since we perceived a recurring pattern of access management being required, we decided to build this module as a standalone work that could be shared with the rest of the Islandora community. We hope you find it useful for your repository, and please feel free to contact us if you have any questions.